Hey guys, I'm ZSH Plays. Welcome back to Jurassic World Death Valley. And yes, we have a mosasaur. We also have 2 more dinosaurs to add in today. We're going to be building the main strip of the park with 2 new dinosaurs, a big lagoon, and all the amenities and things like that that our guests are going to need. And we're going to be a big step towards completing the park today. I think there's only going to be one more episode of building after this, and then we can take a tour of the finished park. So there's 2 reasons that we're putting a lagoon here. Firstly, we've got to have a mosasaur. Obviously, they are one of the coolest animals in the game. And secondly, I want to be able to use the concrete walls of the lagoon as a backdrop for some habitats on the right-hand side of it as you look at it here. So there's going to be sort of 2 entrances, or 2 of the monorail stations anyway, built today. One to access the lagoon, and then one to access the central area of the park. We'll put the shark feeder here, and then start working on the central area. So they're going to be sort of joined together, so the sides of the lagoon form the back of the little habitats here, which we're going to be putting 2 of the cutest dinosaurs in. The Homalacephale and Dryosaur. So I'm going to be using rocks and the new invisible walls to, or invisible fences rather, to keep them in here. So the rocks will make it look like they can't get out, and then the invisible fences will make sure that they actually can't get out. This is the first time I've used these, and I really like them. I do a lot of sort of invisible fence stuff in Planet Zoo, and it's really good to be able to do the same thing in JWE2. They're not quite as invisible as they could be, but the little sort of wires running across the floor look pretty cool anyway. So we're going to start with the Dryosaurus habitat, get some water in for them, do a load of foliage and a bit of terrain painting, and make this look really nice. The path will be the main strip through the middle of the park, and then over to the left where we are here, the guests are going to have some of the smallest, cutest dinosaurs to get really up close and personal with. And then on the right hand side there'll be restaurants, a fossil zone, and restrooms and things like that, and it'll all lead up to the big Pyroraptor volcano habitat that we built a while ago. That's going to be the sort of end point of the area, the weenie if you will, to draw people along to it. And then to the right of this habitat will be the habitat for the Homalacephale. So before we get to that, I'm going to put some more rocks in to separate the 2 habitats, using 2 different sizes for variety. And let's get the Dryosaurs in. These are one of my favourite dinosaurs in the game. They're so cute, and they were in the original Jurassic Park novel as well, so I like them even more. But let's get on to the Homalacephale habitat. Just put a few of the new props in by the lagoon. And then we're going to do pretty much the same thing, but with a bit more terrain height adjustments to make it more interesting for the Homalacephale. And it's going to be an amazing view here for the guests walking down this path with the dinosaurs here so close you can almost touch them. And then make the sides of the park look a bit lusher as well. And then let's get these guys in. They are so cute. They're absolutely tiny. Amazing little dinosaurs, these. I really like the colour scheme I chose for them. Next up, we're going to work on the lagoon itself. So like I say, we're going to have a entrance from the monorail for the lagoon, and then another one for the main strip. So we need a lot of raised land here, and we will join these up in a second. And then I'm going to do loads of decorating round by the entrance of the monorail, so that it looks really nice when you get off there and you come into the lagoon. So whole load of decorating to be done here, which is so much more fun now than when the game was first out, with all the new items that have been added. So put some lagoon signs in. We're going to put this big camera stand in as well. The lagoon banners, which I really like. Loads of plants. We're also going to put in a lot of the floodlights all the way along here as well, because I think they look really cool. I feel like since the Dominion DLC came out, this game has finally become the sort of game it should have been in the first place. There's so many new features in it that make it much easier to create things. When it first came out, I had so much fun making the Jurassic Park, Lost World, and Jurassic Park 3 recreations that I did. The game was really good for that, but trying to design your own park and make it look at least a little bit sort of unique from others was really, really difficult. Whereas I think now with all the new decorations, the invisible fences and everything else that the Dominion DLC added, you can actually get a lot more creative and make things a lot more fun, I guess, and a lot more sort of you when you're playing this game, which is cool. But anyway, back to this park. And then I'm going to do something which I really like doing. I think it makes it feel more Jurassic Parky, which is to fence off the guest areas, like they need to be protected from any sort of escapes from T-Rex or raptors or anything like that. So we'll put some heavy fencing in there, and then move on and take care of the final part of today's build, which is the other side of the main strip where all the amenities and things like that are going to go. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps the channel out, thank you. So the first building we're going to do is a burger joint to sort of complement the vegetarian restaurant that we had on the other side of the park. So I'm going to do this in a similar white and orange kind of style. And then we're going to build, originally it was going to be an aquarium, but I hate the aquarium sign. I don't like it at all. So I decided to change it to a fossil zone instead, because that's got a much better sign. I really like the way those two look next to each other. Put a restroom in, of course, and then take care of sort of tidying this area up and making it look really attractive. So loads of fountains, trees, small plants and terrain painting, just to make it a real lush kind of destination. And the end result, I hope you agree, is that the area just looks really inviting, with the cute little dinosaurs on one side and then the innovation center and all the amenities on the other side, with this little strip in the middle, and then all leading you down to the big Pyroraptor volcano. We're going to join it up to the aviary as well. The concept being that when the guests get off the monorail into the main strip of the park, they go from cute little herbivores up to some really cool carnivores, and then finally onto the largest flying animals the world has ever known, which I think would be a pretty cool experience. Certainly something I'd enjoy myself. Just need those lazy scientists to get on with bringing dinosaurs back to life, and we can all enjoy it. Some final decorations on this path, and that is the main strip done. So thank you for watching as always. I'll leave you with the cinematics. I think these are my favourites I've done so far, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.
With this in mind, we have enough strength to propel themselves out of the water.